Hello again, friend. It's me, Sarah B. And you are going with me today to visit my latest grandson. Sweet baby, I want to take a picture of you. Oh, I'm going to tell you a story. Here we go. Baby Jack was born early in the morning on Tuesday at 2:23, I believe, a.m. I picked up his mother, my daughter, after work. I got off at 11, so I picked her up around midnight. We got to the hospital around 1 a.m. and immediately, because she was in active labor, immediately up to labor and delivery. The very first time they checked her, she was 7 centimeters dilated, and within an hour he was born. So, baby Jack has had zero prenatal care. We did not know he was a boy until he was born. He was born exposed to marijuana and meth. We're waiting for the cord blood report or toxicology to come back and see if there's anything else, but those are the things that we know of. Given that information and not having any prenatal care, he's perfect. He's amazing. He weighed 5 pounds 8 ounces. He was 18 inches long. He had some fluid on his lungs, which could have been just from how quickly he was born. We're not 100% sure, but it has resolved. So that he was born Tuesday morning, it's Wednesday evening. And he's now breathing on his own. He's no longer needing respiratory protocols. And that's the only, at this point, it's the only known issue physically, was that he was not able to breathe on his own successfully. They had him on oxygen. But that has resolved, and they're working on getting him to bottle feed. He didn't show any interest initially. He's starting to pick up interest, so they're going to transition him from IV fluids to the bottle, which I guess he fed today and it was showing some interest, but wasn't very successful. So anyway, he'll be in the hospital until he can take his bottles, the majority of his bottles, keep it down, and his weight starts to come up. As long as nothing else comes up, then depending on his ability to do that, then he'll be able to come home. So it's probably going to be at a minimum a couple of days. It could take, it's just going to take however long it takes. His mother, he was born at 2:23. His mother signed herself out of the hospital at 7:30 a.m. And DCFS was contacted and has become involved. I have custody of her, the siblings, Christopher, who is in a couple weeks going to be 6, and Mila in a couple weeks is going to be 4. We actually officially adopted Mila in June. After 4 years, that process was completed. So we're starting that whole process again, but I think this time, because my daughter decided that she cannot take care of a baby at this time, and she decided to go to see her. DCFS paid her a home visit yesterday afternoon. So she gave birth yesterday morning. DCFS was at her house yesterday afternoon, explained what was going on, asked her some questions, told her that they were going to court for a shelter hearing today at 11, and if she could be there, it would expedite the process for all of this stuff. She went, and so yeah. DCFS did grant, or the judge rather, did grant DCFS custody and grant us, my husband and I, foster parent rights, responsibilities, privileges. Not sure how that, what that wording is. Next will be a first appearances, August 22nd, I believe, and then after that, a trial or hearing on September 5th. If my daughter goes to the first appearances and to the trial, then things can be signed and expedited to establish us as Mila's adoptive parents. If she doesn't show up, it just means that things have to be continued and continued and continued. So hopefully that will be a fast process. So, getting ready for the care of a third child. It's been 4 years since we've had a baby in the house. I did find a whole bunch of 0 to 3 things from when Christopher was a baby. Almost 6 years ago. So that's good. But don't have a bassinet, don't have a car seat, all that fun stuff. So DCFS will help us get some of those things, and then family and friends and whatever. I'm sure it'll be all fine. We're just we didn't know. The reason that there was no prenatal care was because my daughter, his mother, had thought that she might be able to keep the baby. Whenever she got prenatal care for Mila, there was a drug test that showed the mother had meth in her system, and that immediately triggered DCFS's involvement at her birth. And so my daughter admitted that to me, that she did not seek any prenatal care, so there would be 0 records of her drug use, so that when she went to the hospital, she could potentially deliver the baby and keep the baby. But when she went to the hospital, she'd already decided like a few weeks ago that she didn't think she was capable of taking care of a baby, and didn't want to try to take custody or keep the baby, rather. So she went to the hospital. There were drugs in her system, and therefore there will be drugs in his system. And then, yeah. So that's why there was no prenatal care. Her initial plan was to keep the baby. At the time, we didn't know it was a baby boy. Now we do. Jack is the name that Christopher came up with. We were brainstorming names recently, and that's the name that he came up with that really just kind of resonated. And his middle name is Hallie's great-grandfather's name, my grandfather's name. And then, so, yeah. He's Jack Oliver. So anyway, that's the story of why. See, I didn't know for sure. She had told me a few weeks ago, probably a couple months now ago, that she planned on letting someone else adopt the baby if she didn't keep it. First, she was going to keep it herself, and then she told me she was going to let someone else adopt the baby. And then there was nothing, and so I didn't know that we would for sure be getting custody of the baby until we were on our way to deliver the baby, and she informed me that she was going to tell them that she wasn't keeping the baby, that she didn't want to have custody, guardianship, parentage. She didn't want to parent. So anyway, that's why I'm not prepared. Mentally prepared, yes. Not prepared with having a baby come home, no. Prepared to have a baby come home, not yet. Getting there. So that's why we weren't prepared, though. We didn't know for sure what was going to happen. So I am on my way to the hospital. I couldn't hold him because he was on oxygen, and I'm assuming he had some symptoms of withdrawal, and he was said that he was too agitated to be held, but I got the go-ahead this morning that now he can be held, and I'm on my way to hold it. I'm going to hold the baby, and I will share him with you. So I guess my content for a while will probably be very baby-centered. It is what it is. That is my life. So stay tuned.
That's how much I bet.
You offered him 30 and he took 30? Mm-hmm. Good job, buddy. When did he eat?
He ate last at 4, so 7.
Did he keep it all down?
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. He's got big lips. I didn't notice it. I know, I'm sorry. That was rude.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice it until I was looking at the video. Oh, yeah. Hi there, buddy. I feel like you're doing that awake sleep thing. Maybe. With your little eyes rolled up. Oh, what's we doing, huh? You're a cutie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're a charmer, I can tell. You're going back to sleep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, hi. Are your eyes light or dark? Eyes change color, though. Yeah, I know. Are they light or dark right now? Okay, hi. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hi there, buddy. You see the baby? Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Oh. Oh. My goodness. Yeah, let's get some pictures. Hi, bright eyes. Yeah? What you got going on? So you being all squiggly. You haven't cried once since I've been here, sir. I don't think that's normal. I mean, I like it. I have a feeling you may make up for it, though. Yeah. You might make up for it, huh? Mr. Jack? Yes. How are you? Oh? You heard that? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. You're lifting your head up, yeah? Oh, there you go. Squiggle, squiggle. Squiggle, squiggle. Yeah. Do you guys ever use pacifiers?
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine if a pacifier is appropriate?
Honestly, they can use it whenever. He's got one in his drawer.
Oh, we don't need to start that. It's quite alright. He seems perfectly fine.
So if he's fussy and it's not feeding time, sometimes that non-nutritive suck can be really good for them. Especially the baby that may have been exposed to drugs, they can have just like that need for some sort of calming. And non-nutritive suck is a great tool to use for that. A lot of babies just use them for comfort.
Yeah.
And it can be a tool that can help prevent SIDS as well. So it's not a bad thing to do.
Yeah, no, we're not opposed.
Yeah. So if he, gets home and you never use him again, that's totally fine. We use him every once in a while, just if a baby needs that extra bit of soothing and just a snuggle isn't cutting it for him.
Isn't there a checklist for babies exposed to drugs to like withdrawal symptoms?
Depends on what they're exposed to.
Does he have you seen any of symptoms?
I have not seen anything.
Okay.
But I've only been with him for an hour
Yeah.
so far. So
But he's been pretty chill the whole time I've seen him.
Yes. He doesn't seem very irritable. He doesn't seem
Right.
You know, sometimes that's, I know you notice that sneezing, that can sometimes be a symptom, but it could just be that he had a couple sneezes.
He had 5 of them in a row. It was craziness. It was just plain craziness. Yeah. Or do we ever worry about a baby being too chill?
Not really. He might just be a nice, even-tempered boy for you.
What about Down syndrome, that kind of thing?
That would be something that we would have noticed more physical features of pretty quickly.
Okay. Alright. Are you going to be a night owl? Huh? It's 8:15, sir. Bedtime is 8 o'clock at our house. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. What is he on? I haven't. Now we know why you were squawking. Now we know why you were squawking. I just want to see you. Yes, I do. Oh, and big old saw. So.
Too big for those little legs.
Don't like having a diaper change.
No, it's cold and wet.
Oh. Hey, you want this back? Do you want this? Does this help? See, not right now. Not right now, no? See, no, I'd rather complain.
You almost got a clean butt, buddy.
Alright, sweetie. Long fingers. Long fingers. Oh, buddy. Got a clean diaper? Yeah. Oh,
Wrap your back up.
his little feet are huge for.